your hosts, Sunny and Lola.
Hey guys, it's Sunny
and Lola.
And today, Lola, what do we have?
Peace, love. No, wrong era. Never mind.
Not
wrong
peace
era.
and love. Groovy girl, groovy. She's groovy. She's happening. What? It's the great fashions of the 20th century collector edition 60s Groovy Barbie collectible doll.
And I've already called it. This is Sunny Mom's doll, but I've already said I get to first claim
She
to
wants
borrow,
to borrow
that coat.
the jacket. Of course you could. Woo! Sorry about that.
Look at all the ones that
now,
they have.
First, let's talk about how old is this one. Wait, we paid $8.50 for it. We found it at
It looks right now like 50 or like
Oh, sorry.
50.
We found it at a Once Upon a Child. Once upon a child.
Once upon a child.
Once Upon a
We
Child.
found it on top of some kid's head. No big deal.
It's from the year 2000, so it's about 17 years old. We paid about $8.50 for it. And surprisingly, this is not Lola's doll, even though it's a redhead. It's one of my, I have like very few redheads at all in my collection. But I saw her and I love like the old fashioned, like the period type dolls, you know, from like 60s, 70s, 80s. Those are kind of my jams,
I
you
have
know.
the 70s one too.
Yeah.
That I found out of the package on accident. Didn't know who she was.
And so when we saw her, I was like, I'm claiming her. So there's this whole big write-up about different things about her, talking about the 60s being the era of rock and roll, and talking about the most tumultuous decades in, you know, it's one of the tumultuous, one of the roughest decades in history. And they're talking about why. They're talking about the election of John F. Kennedy, and they're talking about the first man on the moon, and all these decade things that happened.
British
and they're
rock
talking
groups.
about, you know, her fishnet stockings and her white cap and her go-go boots. And then, as Lola was saying, here are some of the other dolls that they made in this series. They made in 1910, 1920, 1930, 1940, 1950, which I love, 1960,
I do like the 1950 one.
and a 1970s doll as well. So we are going to get her out of the package, and we're going to be right back. Right, Lola?
Back.
Well, Lola might not be. No, I'm just kidding.
Really? Really? Really?
We will both be right back.
I will be back.
And we are back.
And I'm about to punch somebody.
Let me just say, this is one of the reasons, what we're going to show you with this doll, is one of the reasons why I don't keep dolls in the box anymore. Why we unbox them, why we actually take them out and use them and play with them. And
why we don't smoke.
And why we don't smoke, yeah. This one doesn't smell like Sugar's house. For those of you who might be new here, we call Sugar's house like a place where we imagine like an older lady who might smoke, or like somebody who just smokes a lot.
Long backstory.
Yes.
I fabricated this
Sugar
long backstory. Like, she had this cat named Pedro who had one eye.
Well, we're not going to go down that bunny hole. Oh my gosh.
She was always like distraught over like her husband who died in World War II, but she was actually like delirious and kind of crazy.
And so she smokes a lot, and so like and her house is real mildewy and moldy smelling, you know,
but she's
like,
really nice.
But she's really nice, yeah.
She gives out lots of candy at Halloween.
But anyway, so when we say it smells like Sugar's house, it became a thing because basically what we mean is if it smells moldy or musty or like heavily of smoke or any kind of weird odor, we usually say, oh, smells like Sugar's house.
And I'd just like to note that if there's someone out there watching this and your name is Sugar and you live in a house like that, or if you are a real person out there and you were highly offended by that, I apologize. I really do.
We don't mean to offend anybody. It's just a joke we have. It was a fictional character that Lola came up with because one time we found a bunch of dolls at this one place. And so we imagined what kind of person would have collected them and why they smelled so moldy and musty. But going back to my original point, why we don't keep dolls in boxes anymore is because of this reason. Is these older dolls, and I don't know if you can see this or not, but the older dolls, not only do you have to worry about the rubber bands disintegrating, but they had this material that's like almost like fake leather. And look what it does, Lola. I barely touched this. Look.
I've seen dolls. Let me just tell you, I have a small vintage collection from like mod era and 70s. And I have dolls that have had that pleather, like fake leather, that it's not peeling as bad on.
Yeah, there are some, but some of them kept in a different storage condition, I guess maybe, or maybe it's a different brand, or maybe it was made in a different country or something. Maybe that's why it does it. But you can see here how bad it is. So a good majority of her outfit is not going to be usable, and I don't want to keep it. And it even feels wet. Like, touch this, Lola.
I don't want to.
Touch
I don't like it. No,
it feels wet. It's like, ugh. Okay, so we're going to talk about her boots first because that's the first thing that comes to mind.
Got winter boots
she does come with a stand. Very nice, heavily weighted one.
I wonder how Stan's doing.
Okay, and I'm going to end up pulling these boots off because they're not. But what's so funny about this? What's her legs even feel wet though? It's weird. It's the weirdest thing. Her leggings even, or her fishnet stockings even feel wet, and they're very loose. Look at them.
Oh, I don't like it.
They're like sticky.
Anyway, it just bugs me.
If you look, her shoes aren't even solid on the bottom, Lola.
I don't want to
look. No, look at this. They have rubber bands.
I don't like that. Seriously.
So they didn't even put on full boots. So we're going to take these off.
This is probably why, because
if we can get them off.
Gets kept in the box a lot.
True. And she actually has a shoe. I'm going to have you retrieve those. Come on. Come on.
I don't want to do it.
She's actually got shoes on underneath there. So I'm going to have you retrieve those. Some kind of shoe is in those little...
wait. There's shoes in the shoes?
That's why I said there's shoes in those boot things.
Do I have any tweezers?
No. You're going to have to use your fingers and try to get those out.
Oh my gosh. This is the most
I know.
disgusting.
Look at it.
If they just put those on her, I would have been a lot happier.
Okay. Oh, these are really cute. Look at that.
I don't like these.
No, I like these little half boots.
I will not forgive you after this.
It's not that bad.
This is not fun.
Look at this. Look at these little boots. Really they're cute. Look, I would have been okay with those. I know that for the year of the 60s, she's supposed to have go-go boots. Yeah. But look at these cute little boots. Look at them.
I like them. I like them.
But seriously, feel her legs.
I don't want to.
No, I need you to feel her legs. Is that normal?
Yeah.
It's like wet. It feels really wet, and they're really loose.
We really need to take the fishnet stockings off to see.
Yeah, we might need to let her dry out a little bit or something.
We might need to redress her and just see.
I think the only usable piece on this is going to be her coat. Thankfully.
Because the pleather skirt? Is the skirt?
Yeah, I'm going to show you. Yeah.
No.
So she has on a fur coat.
Why you do this?
And we're going to take her coat off so you can see the rest. I mean, literally, the rest of her body feels really wet and sticky.
I love her coat.
I don't know why, so.
Totally obsessed with the coat.
All right, so.
It's like a fur.
Oh, wait, is that ripped? No, it's not ripped. Okay. We're good. You want to show that here in a minute?
Okay. Coat.
I'm going to take her boots off.
It's beautiful. And it's lined. And this is when, like, I really want to put this on one of my
And I'm going to take her fishnets off as well because.
It's beautiful. It's lined and it's this faux fur. I hope it's faux fur. Mm-hmm. It's very soft and it's so cute. Like, it's just. It's kind of oversized, but it reminds me of something that they would wear in the 60s. Like,
yeah, these feel wet.
They
feel really wet.
I don't like that.
I don't know why they feel wet, though. Like,
I don't know.
I really hope this is not like a chemical that I'm going to like have an allergic reaction to.
It could be cold, too. Some of it could be.
No, it's wet. Feel them. Please, please.
I don't like it. It's sticky. It's sticky.
Okay. So,
sticky.
I'm going to have you show her in the dress. Because I'm afraid that if there is something on here, I've been so sensitive lately. Even like making slime caused me to have like
we're going to definitely have to. And look what it did to her feet.
What did it do? Look. Oh, yeah. It left those little bumps. Oh, wait. Look how weird. Like, it almost rotted her feet. Look. Can you... They can't see those. Look at these feet. Wait.
She'll definitely... Oh, I'm touching the skirt. Oh.
Let me show them. So, I don't know if the camera will focus.
You know, there's not a lot of stuff that grosses me out.
Look at that. Look what it did to her feet. Ugh. Oh. Okay, I gotta quit touching her.
We might be able to save her top. I think maybe...
I don't know. We might have to cut it off.
If we cut it off, the belt's toast.
Yeah, the belt is toast.
But the top, I think, is savable. Is the hat.
Yeah, the hat's stuck to her head.
I did not want to see that.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. You're gonna have to peel it back.
Okay. Is it in her head?
I don't know if it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to...
Scissors?
Okay.
Is it stuck?
Yeah, it's stuck.
Okay, I see.
Okay, let me pause for a second so we can do this safely.
I'm just going to cut. I don't care if I cut the hat at this point. It's toast anyway.
Okay, there we go.
Just as long as I don't cut her hair.
Okay.
Where's the... Oh, there it is.
I just want to let you know I'm very grossed out right now.
Is there any more to it? All right, we're going to pause for a second. All right, well, oh gosh, this is kind of a disappointment because we waited a while to open her, and she hasn't really been kept in an environment that is, you know, bad for her. Like, it's been very dry in here.
We have other dolls that have this pleather.
We have other dolls, but this is probably the worst I've seen, the whole pleather stuff. And it's just peeling. Her legs are really nasty and sticky and gross. They got stuff all over them. Her hair's now got this stuff on her. So we're probably not going to go a whole lot further with this review. Probably the only usable parts are going to be her sunglasses, which are really cool. Her coat, which there's nothing wrong with it. A few little snags from where it was sewed to everything. And these cute little boots. Probably going to be the only thing. We might try to take her head off and put her on a different body. Just because I really like her, and I like her short hairstyle, and that sort of thing. And we might try to take the top and cut the skirt off, because it, yeah. What do you think, Lola?
Yeah, and I just noticed, like, when I'm wiping her hair, I'm wiping this way, obviously, but I've noticed, like, some of the hairs are coming off, too, so I'm just wondering if she's going to lose hair if I try to. Yeah.
Well, we'll just try it. We'll wash it and try it and see if we can recover her or not. It's kind of disappointing, but this is what happens when you buy them in the box and they've been sitting for years. You don't know where they've been stored or what the person has done to them, where they might have been sitting in a basement or up in an attic somewhere, just, you know, untouched, and it gets the heat and humidity gets in the boxes, and
but at least you have a pretty face.
I have a pretty coat too. The one you want to borrow. Which is really, really pretty. And I think it'll be really cool in some of our Barbie pictures and stuff. We'll get use out of the coat. I mean, the coat to me and the boots and the sunglasses were worth the $8. But I'm hoping we can save the head at the very least.
We can.
And maybe the top. I really like the top too. That beautiful collar and that beautiful design. The teal colors. I don't know if they can see that or not. You've moved around so much.
I think that you
going to try to cut the belt off here.
Yeah.
Let's just see if we can... just cut. Ugh. Oh, it's sewed on. Or is it stuck? Is it stuck?
Oh,
it's stuck. Yeah.
I'm trying to.
So I'm saying it's bad.
I don't know if you're gonna be able to save
it's the top. Bad. Probably won't be able to save the top. I'm gonna try.
You might be able to if you bring the hem up.
Yeah, I might try to save the top. Because it is like a dropped waist kind of skirt thing. So I might be able to save the top and hem it. May have to make a short shirt out of it, like maybe hem it really short, but that'd be okay.
You'll figure it out.
Anyway, so this is one of those dolls that, you know, one of the thrift finds that sometimes, you know, you're a little disappointed when you get done. And I'm not super disappointed because there's still components of the doll that I would use.
The coat.
The coat. Lola's obsessed with the coat. I'm sure you'll be seeing a lot of the coat in Instagram in the coming weeks.
The next 20 photos. Coat.
And I'm hoping that we can recover her face because I do like her makeup and I do like how she looks with the short, dark, like this weird dark red, strawberry, whatever color hair. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. I'm at a loss for words.
So, if you like this video, give us a big thumbs up.
Sticky.
Don't touch me. Hit the subscribe button below or in the top right corner. Oh, I don't like this stuff. This is like my worst nightmare. The top right corner, stay tuned for some videos. I'm going to strangle her.
Go ahead and strangle her.
In the comments below, let us know what's been your worst doll horror story. So what's been the worst doll that you've had? Not like the kind of like, you know, the scary dolls that you're like, dun dun dun.
Yeah, has there ever been
nightmares? But like the kind of, you get them through the store and you're like, oh no.
Yeah, exactly. Has there ever been a time that you've opened a doll, maybe a collector doll or a doll that you find at a flea market or a thrift find and been really disappointed with what is in the box? Because we've had that happen a couple of times.
So that's all we have for you. Make sure you share this video with your friends and your family. And have a wonderful, wonderful.
Sticky.
I'm gonna choke her. I'm going to like
stick out a fling across the room.
So that's all we have for you. We'll see you in tomorrow's video.
Bye.
Bye. Don't sticky. Don't.